Yeah, I thought that Greek life is a philosophical club because it's in the name. Greek life, for heaven's sake. Only for me to go to a Greek life at 11 p.m. in the night, I hear some ear penetrating, ear piercing music at full volume that shatters glass and renders you deaf. And I'm like, voila, this is Greek life. And I'm like, what the hell? It's not a philosophical club. It's fraternities and sororities. Dues where you pay to be in the freaking frat. You pay to be in a frat, and it's not cheap. Some frats cost as much as 2,000, 5,000 freaking dollars. Who has 5,000 freaking dollars for just a frat? I don't. So where the hell are they getting the money? What the hell? Where are they getting the money?
My name is Socrates. I'm a Ken orator, writer, and poet in English and French. This is my Yupen journey.
What's up, everybody? My name is Socrates Okong'o. I'm a Kenyan in the Huntsman program of the University of Pennsylvania. Now, a quick wrap up. The Huntsman program is a dual degree program in international studies and business in the Wharton School of Business. It's one of the most sought after and exclusive, lucrative to some extent, dual degree programs in the world at large. Why? Because it only takes 44 scholars from all around the world, and I am the only, male scholar from Africa, and my counterpart is from Burundi. Her name is Karen, and that's just an overview of how everything goes. So, disclaimer. My experience at Penn has been the most exquisite, refining, and refreshing experiences that I've had in my entire life. I am more than grateful and honored to be here. This, Penn itself, the University of Pennsylvania, is a life-changing moment for me. And I'm saying this with full comprehension of what I mean and say. Being here is a life-changing moment for me because not many people from Kenya find their way or have access to such kind of lucrative, life-changing, needle-pushing opportunities. And I'm more than deeply honored to not only represent a minority of individuals, but also contribute value from a global scale and raise the Kenyan flag up high. That is a disclaimer that I must make. And such a reality has been accredited to me thanks to the Huntsman program and more so to the University of Pennsylvania. That's an important disclaimer. Now, with that being said, Penn is hard. Yes, this school is freaking hard. And I'm going to talk about this in 4 paradigms. The first paradigm is the social scene. Secondly is academics. Thirdly is professional. And lastly and most importantly, financial. So let's start off. The social scene. Now, Penn is hard. 1, we have something called social hierarchies. Yes, you heard me right. Now, from day 1 on campus, day 1, during the new student orientation program, day 1 on campus, people have already formed groups, cliques, right? And they already have their own bros, girls, and all that kind of stuff. Who unto you if you're an international student? Who unto you? Because if you're international, you're so much focused. You are so much preoccupied about leaving family, going to distant lands, visa applications, and all kind of humdrum activities that preoccupy your mind. Nobody really cares about all these friend groups and social scenes. But if you're just here from New Jersey or New York, you don't focus about all these other things, and you try to find friend groups and people whom you connect and resonate with on campus before you even freaking get to campus. Who unto you if you're an international student? Who unto you? Now, the second bit of the social scene is frats. Yes, you heard me right. Fraternities and sororities, Greek life. Now, newsflash. Prior to getting here, I thought that Greek life is a philosophical club because it's in the name. Greek life, for heaven's sake. Only for me to go to a Greek life at 11 p.m. in the night, I hear some ear penetrating, ear piercing music at full volume that shatters glass and renders you deaf. And I'm like, voila, this is Greek life. And I'm like, what the hell? It's not a philosophical club. It's fraternities and sororities. Now, frats. Frats is all about parties, about the nightlife. It's about the vivacity and the extravaganza, And that's where everything happens. They say that Penn is the social ivy, where guys go, they rev. There's normally an acronym where you play hard, party hard, or work hard, something of that sort. You know what? To hell with that. Now, if you don't know a brother is a member of a frat. There is no way you're going to get into that party. I'm sorry. You're not going to get into that party. You're not going to get into that party if you don't know a brother. And the problem is that you might ask yourself, why a party is important. Now, parties are important because that's where everything freaking happens. Everything in this freaking school happens in the night during the parties. And if you don't know a brother, how are you going to get into the parties? And if not in the parties, you're missing out on the social scene. And if you miss out on the social scene, how are you going to make friends? Where are you going to find them? Because while you're sleeping, studying, at 12 a.m. in the night, guys are there, till like 2 a.m. in the morning. Then during the day, you're wondering, how did people become such good friends? I mean, how does X know so many people? Yet I'm always with him, and I'm very sure that he's not meeting this many people. It's during the freaking frat parties. While you are asleep, there were and guess what? They're forming their social groups, they're forming their freaking cliques, and you don't have any of that, so you're locked out from the freaking social scene. Penn is hard. To make matters even worse, some frat parties have something called dues, where you pay to be in the freaking frat. You pay to be in a frat, and it's not cheap. Some frats cost as much as $2,000, $5,000 freaking dollars. Who has $5,000 freaking dollars for just a frat? I don't. So where the hell are they getting the money? What the hell? Where are they getting the money? I don't know. I don't freaking know. So that's the social scene. Let's move. Academics. I'm going to be quite straightforward. Now, math classes here are a chore. Yes, they're a chore. They're a burden. They're morbid. They're terrifying. They're going to make your blood boil and make you question so many things about your existence. Math classes are a chore because I'm just going to be very specific. This class gave me hell. I even dropped the class because I couldn't freaking handle it. I was dying. I was suffocating that freaking class. I signed up for math tutoring classes because I just couldn't make it. The classes are a flipped classroom. What that simply means is you teach yourself the material, which is a lot. Then the professor examines you if you taught yourself well the material that he or she was supposed to teach you. Poof! Doesn't make sense to me. I'm sure it doesn't make any sense to you. And some people who are really good at math, and guess what? They won't freaking teach you. They're just gonna stare at you, then ask you, isn't this obvious? How comes you don't? It's so obvious, right? I mean, it's like some calculus questions that you've never seen. You're like, what the hell is this? And you ask them, hey, can you show me this question? And I'm like, isn't this obvious? I mean, it's so obvious. Just look at this. This is the answer. Like, what do you mean not understanding? Like, of course I'm not understanding. I didn't do freaking calculus in high school. Why didn't you just empathize with me and show me the freaking question? Penn is hard. Oh. Now, the content is a lot. There's so much happening on campus. And the grading is obnoxious. I have a class where an A starts at freaking 94. What the hell? Can we just be serious? What's that? An A is 94. An 84 is a B. Can we just be freaking serious? We all know that's obnoxious. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the reality for most, if not all, classes. I'm ranting a lot. But it's important. Second last, professional. So here's the professional thing. So here at Penn, most people this is the thing. Most people enter into Penn with dreams of changing the world, having an impact, and being, can I say, transformational individuals in society. 3 weeks in Penn, and the only thing that you hear people yapping or spewing out of their mouths is finance and consulting. finance and consulting? What happened to a liberal arts education that seeks to inform and develop the mind? Because we're so quick to develop our memory, are we truly developing our minds? Or are we simply sheep moving from one herd to another herd? Kids being transformed from one system of education to another system of education. Products being manufactured and processed, then produced for society. Are we truly developing our minds? Are we asking ourselves the fundamental questions? Who am I? Why do I want what I want? How do I define success? How does success look? How does it look like to me? Are we truly asking ourselves the fundamental questions? And if you want to do finance and consulting, good for you. But do you really know why you want to do it in the first place? Or are you doing it because of bandwagon effect? Because everyone's freaking doing it, so you're doing it? Now, listen, heads up. At some point, I might be a sellout. I might actually consider doing finance and consulting. Why? Because I'm a freaking international student. And for me to get my OPT visa extension, I must do a STEM inclined business class, which is either finance, BEP, statistics, or OID. It's I have my back against the freaking wall. If I want my visa extended, I must do a freaking STEM inclined business class. It just happens that in this case, it might be either of the four for me. It's circumstance, but I'm just trying to put it forward. Why are you doing what you're doing? People don't really ask themselves here this question, because here at Penn, I'm sorry to say this, and this is the truth that must be presented as it is. People are very superficial and they never really take the time to go just one layer deeper and introspect. We are like NPCs waffling about through life, never really taking the time to introspect and ask yourself the fundamental questions. What the hell am I doing here? Now, day one on campus. Freshman, we just got here, and someone's thinking about internship. Oh, how am I gonna get a freaking internship? Oh, am I gonna go into McKinsey or Bain or Blackstone or blah 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 or blah blah blah? God, you will not die if you don't get your internship for a freaking freshman summer. The world will not end. It's just one summer. You know what I'm gonna do for summer? I'm going to France. I'm gonna go to Brussels. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Brussels? I'm gonna be in Brussels, at La Paris. I'm gonna go to Nice, Bordeaux. I'm gonna do Marseille. Do you know I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna be taking freaking French classes because that's what I love doing. I'm gonna be reading. I'm gonna be a tree hugger. You know what? I'm gonna be a tree hugger. I'm gonna be a freaking gypsy or a hobo or these people who read books while hugging trees. So yes, picture this scene. I'm there, à côté de la Reine, next to la Reine, the river La Reine. It is somewhere in Paris or Nice. Just imagine the scenario. I'm there reading a book by Albert Camus, a French book, exquisite in every sense of the word, right? I'm looking into the water. There's this breeze that's just refreshing me, blowing me away. I'm flipping page after page, maybe with a cup of cappuccino, sipping it one after another, savoring it, maybe with a croissant to my left hand, cappuccino to my right hand. The breeze just there, mesmerizing my face, making me feel nice. That is what I'm going to be doing on my freshman summer. To hell with these freaking internships. The world won't end. I'm gonna do my internship during my sophomore year, during my junior year. I'm gonna find work. I'm gonna be successful. The success you seek is inevitable. The variable is extent to which you'll succeed. So take a chill pill, the world won't freaking end, and just laisse couler le lait, laisse voler l'écriture. That's a French saying. Laisse couler le lait, laisse voler l'écriture. Let things be as they may. Tout se passe bien. Tout ira bien. You will all be well. Gosh. I have just been ranting for the past 12 minutes, 20 seconds. You know what? I got stuff to do. I'm out of here. I'm going to go do my assignments. I got an exam coming up in the next 20 minutes. I'm going to have a wonderful luncheon at the University of Pennsylvania hotel. It's just across on Walnut Street. I'm going to go do that. Why? Because I love my freaking peace of mind. And yes, I have been ranting for the past 12 minutes, 45 seconds about the social scene, academics, professional scene. I'm left with the financial scene. The financial scene is part 2. Follow for part 2. But with all this being said, it is vital that I highlight and insist that Penn indeed has and will transform my life. And as much as it is hard, these are just aspects that I've been able to pick out. And there's so many good things. And the reason why I made this video is because I was showcasing my life here at Penn as some rose-colored, fantastic experience without no form of hardship That's a lie. And that's the danger of a single story. As Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie said, the danger of a single story. Therein lies the danger of a single story. And I want to showcase everything in its entirety. That's why I made this freaking video titled Pen is Hard, because that is the truth that we must say it as it is. So why we pretending? Wow. Follow for part 2. We shall continue with this rant. This rant is important. We shall continue with it. Au revoir, à bientôt, sayonara.